I believe that we have to become creators who intend to create the future. Why? Research says that within the next decade, 250 million knowledge worker jobs will be eliminated due to automation. But I believe it's the greatest period and greatest moment in history for creators to understand what is my calling, what is the thing that I'm going to commit to, and what is that connection. So when I talk about this whole thing of your calling, a number of years ago, Mom and Dad enrolled me into McKinley Vocational High School in Buffalo, New York, where I grew up. And at McKinley High School, you had to take air conditioning and refrigeration, plumbing, carpentry, and sheet metal. And I failed all the classes. And as if I didn't have sense enough, I went out for the football team and I got cut. I went out for the basketball team and they said, "You are not the next Magic Johnson." I went out for track and field and they said, "You are a little slow, you need to do cross country." And I think the coaches felt sorry for me and I felt sorry for me. So my parents transferred me over to Bennett High School, and it was at Bennett High School in Buffalo, New York, where I met Miss Rita Lankus, who was my English teacher, and she said to me, "Young man, I want you to write a speech and give it before the entire school." And I said, okay. And what I recognized is that Miss Lankus became a critical piece to the puzzle of my life because she saw something in me that I didn't see in myself. I believe that when it's time for you to step into your calling, you will discover that there are people that come in your life and people that come through your life, and they are carrying a piece of information that will cause you to go to another dimension. My mentor said to me a number of years ago, a gentleman by the name of Dr. Mark Sharona, he said to me, "You weren't born to fit in, you were born to be brilliant." And the moment he said it, it unlocked something in me, because what I began to recognize is that when I was at McKinley High School, I was chasing after something that was not a part of my calling. And I believe, ladies and gentlemen, when you are a creator, you will discover the thing that you want wants you. You would never have a desire for something unless you already had the capacity to make it happen. So when it comes to really understanding your calling, the question becomes, are there some things that we have to let go of? So I want everybody to do me a huge favor. Everybody hold up your arm where your watch is. Hold up your arm where your watch or piece of jewelry. And would you be so kind to take your watch or piece of jewelry off and put it on the opposite wrist? Watch or piece of jewelry, put it on the opposite wrist. And if you don't have a watch or piece of jewelry, borrow something from your neighbor and tell them I'll give it to you the next time I see you. You might find your stuff on eBay, all right? So here's the question. How does it feel having the watch or piece of jewelry on the opposite wrist? How does it feel? Strange, weird, awkward? Let me ask y'all a question. What time is it? What time is it? All right, now that's a trick question. The most popular question at Disney is, what time is the 3 o'clock parade? That'll hit some of you later on. I know we're moving quick. Here's what I've discovered. The reason sometimes people never find their calling is because they have emotional equity in the way they've always done it. And all of a sudden, when it's time to let go of what they've been doing, they're like, wait a minute. But I'm going to invite you for the remainder of the day to leave the watch on the opposite wrist to serve as a reminder that if I intend to experience brilliant living, what is it that I intend to do? And I believe as a creator, once you tap into your calling, then you must say, what is that commitment that I'm going to make?